In Season 2 of 1923, Spencer Dutton will have to play a significant part in the conflict over the Yellowstone Ranch, and the prequel series already lays out exactly what his role will be. Spencer finally made some progress into Montana in 1923 Season 2, Episode 3, but he was again diverted. While bootlegging whiskey, he and Luca ran into a roadblock and Luca was shot and killed by the police. At least 1923 made some strides toward establishing Spencer's story once he arrives at the Yellowstone, even if he still has an even longer voyage ahead of him. Although the Dutton family is the primary focus of the Yellowstone spin-off series, other cast members from 1923 are as significant to the ranch's generational narrative. For example, a significant part of 1923 Season 2 has already been devoted to Zane Davis and his family, who were removed from him because of Montana's legislation against interracial marriage. In Season 2, Episode 3 of 1923, Zane played a crucial role in setting up Spencer's story once he arrived in Montana, even though they also helped depict some of the inequities prevalent in America in the 1920s. Zane Davis was the subject of one of the most significant developments in Season 2, Episode 3 of 1923. There was no anesthetic at the ranch, and the doctor indicated that Zane needed surgery to stop the bleeding in his brain. Since Zane will be out for a considerable amount of time regardless of the outcome of the surgery, Spencer can take his position. Prior to his beating, Zane served as the Yellowstone's wagon boss in 1923, a position that Rip Wheeler had in Yellowstone. When he eventually makes it to Montana, Spencer is probably going to take his job. In the event that Spencer succeeds Zane as the wagon master of the Yellowstone, it would be ideal for the Duttons' conflict with Banner Creighton and Donald Whitfield. Spencer will be able to practically roam the entire ranch in his capacity as a wagon boss, and anyone attempting to attack him will find him exceedingly dangerous due to his background in large game hunting and combat. In addition, Spencer would have leadership of all the other cowboys that the Duttons hired, giving him a small army of hired guns to fight alongside. One day, perhaps sooner rather than later, Spencer might gain the knowledge he needs to manage the ranch by becoming the wagon master for the Yellowstone. Winter is not taking any survivors, as 1923 has already demonstrated, and there is a very real possibility that the Dutton family will perish in the conflict with Whitfield. For instance, Spencer, the only surviving child of Jacob and Margaret Dutton, would inherit the Yellowstone Ranch if Jacob passed away in Season 2 of 1923. After Spencer's passing, Jack, who is officially his nephew, would probably take over the ranch. Although the prequel series has also cleared the path for it, the Dutton family tree is a major factor in Spencer's potential to take over the Yellowstone at the end of 1923 Season 2. Spencer was evading his obligations in Africa and escaping his PTSD at the beginning of 1923. But now that Spencer is making the journey to save his family, he might be far more open to taking on the role of ranch manager. Additionally, Spencer may decide to settle down in 1923 Season 2 because he and Alexandra will have a kid to nurture.